Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Oscar Bevis for IFLTV. Peter Fury joins me. Peter, I appreciate you giving me some of your time. Good to see you, my friend. How's things?
Everything's good. Where's Coogan these days? Has he got above himself now, has he? Is he sitting with all this money he's got and he's got everybody else doing it? Is that what it is?
He's sitting in a big golden throne somewhere in Essex, throwing money about, I think. Yeah. Is that the Coogan that you know?
Not really.
Would you say he's lost his touch?
No, not really. Sending my regards.
I will do. Yeah, like I said, good to have you, a friend of the channel, of course. Seeing Hughie up there, doing a face-to-face, I know we'll have bigger fights beyond this and better fights beyond this, but I think everyone kind of watched that with a bit of a smile. It's been a really long time.
It's been a long time. It's good to have him back. And now he's back and, yep, we're happy. The main thing is roll on Saturday and let's get this first one out of the way. And, injury all free, God willing, he's on with the next one.
What's he been like to, I'll use the word deal with, because he's a fighter who hasn't had the fights that he's wanted, hasn't had the activity that he's wanted. So I can imagine he's perhaps been maybe tetchy, because he must have itchy knuckles, right? He's a man who wants to fight and it hasn't been happening. So kind of what's it been like dealing with Hughie?
Well, it's been frustrating for him. He's had, we all know he's had issues. So, you look, if you're failing in training sessions and in camps, then you can't fight, can you? So it's just, but he's over his problems. He's had one of his, he's had a good camp where he's been, free of all of his illnesses. He's back. So, steady. And now it's getting under the lights and making up for lost time.
I know a lot of fans will be intrigued to see what Hughie we get. It's not a Hughie Fury that needed to completely change his style, but I can imagine in that time there's been some tweaks. So can you give us a bit of a hint as to what sort of Hughie we're going to get on this return? Yeah,
there has been some style changes, and we'll see on Saturday. So there's quite some significant changes to him, yeah. So it's going to be interesting. He has worked on quite a lot of stuff, what he needed to work on anyway. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. But look, I'm not after no world-level performance out of him. This is his first fight back under the lights. Let's just get the ring rust off and get him busy this year. I'm looking at, I think Hughie will probably need 2 fights before he's absolutely, singing on all, dancing on all cylinders. So let's just get rounds banked and, steady progress.
Where would you say Hughie can slot in after the 2 fights that you're on about? Because you don't want to do him an injustice. This is a man who's challenged for a world title and is a world level fighter. But there's been some brilliant fights just below that world level rung. So kind of where would you say Hughie slots in at the moment?
I think what he's got to do is, because he's had 3 years out, then he's got to build back up. So it doesn't matter about world level fights. He's got to take the fights that the public want to see. He's got to establish himself again. So all these fights are available, and if they're available on the table, and the money's right, he'll take them.
He's had a problem before with the fact that there hasn't really been anyone in his professional career who's openly gone, I want to fight Hughie Fury. He said to me that's a bit of a problem that he's had. And I guess that could potentially be the same thing this time round, so he might have to work himself into these positions.
The main thing is, chasing names and all of this, that's not really what I'm into. I'm into just getting him busy, getting him fighting again, getting the rounds in, and the rest will come itself. Because if you perform well, people want to see you. Fights get mentioned, stirs the interest. So fights will get made regardless. Anyway, it's all about getting active and getting busy.
Yeah. Obviously, there was a brilliant fight between Fabio Wardley and Fraser Clark for that British title. I'm sure either of them two and Hughie is one that gets fans licking their lips in this country. We all love a domestic fight as well. So perhaps a British title, something that he'd get his hands on before we talk about beyond that?
Yeah, exactly. And, people may say, well, he's been a British champion years ago and he won that, but it's not about that. It's about getting back busy. And if there's good fights out there, and that was a good fight with them too, it was nice to see. So, yeah, fights like that, that's going to generate a lot of interest. Of course, he's 29 years of age. All we're interested in doing is shaking some ring rust off, and he's ready to go with anyone, really.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.